the Western Cape and the Eastern Cape in the last 2 weeks, you will know what it does to infrastructure. You'll know what it does to logistics and supply chains and all of that as well. So the World Economic Forum, or not the UN report said that we are in an era of water bankruptcy. What does that mean? It means that we, us collectively, the human race, have used more natural water resources than can be replenished. But you'll say, but we've just had floods, so how does that work? Well, we're also in an era of climate whiplash. So literally this weekend, in the Financial Times, they are warning that this week, in parts of Europe, there will be a 15-degree swing of heat. So if you watched any of the reports last night, there are some places in India that have gone up to 50 degrees already. It's only spring. And it was the hottest in the UK, and the UK don't get very hot, but it's already exceeded by 2 degrees. So you're getting these climate whiplashes, and while parts of Europe are having a 15 to 18% jump in temperature, in Russia they're having an 18% drop in that. So you are just getting this whiplash, and this is obviously what happens when you get the whiplash, because you get extreme heat, you get extreme cold, but you get extreme rain and you get extreme drought as well. We are also going to start adding to it because everybody wants to build a data center now. So what is the big problem? The big problem is data centers consume huge amounts of energy and water, especially to cool all of those things. So there's a little stat that said, just one little question to ChatGPT is equal so many liters of water that you do that. It's interesting that it's in plan, but there is a 400 megawatt AI data center that is due to be built in Durban in collaboration with a South Korean power consortium. They are saying that that is going to use up 25% of Durban's electricity supply. And so these data centers around the world are being put in places, usually of emerging markets, where there are water problems and there are electricity problems. And your bigger developed nations are saying, let's just put a data center there, it's going to be good, it's going to give you employment, but what are the consequences? The consequences, just quickly for me as an athlete, is they're just damn ugly. So this is what a data center looks like. And again, in the Financial Times, they said, every century was kind of characterized by a certain architecture. The 19th century was railway stations. If you go to any of the sort of great cities around the world, you see these amazing railway stations, stained glass windows, high ceilings, they were beautiful. The 20th century, of course, skyscrapers, lovely, impressive, look at Dubai, looks what they've built there. And then in 21st century, we got that, basically. And they just said, why on earth is it so ugly? You look at the terminology and then you understand. So within these kind of structures, there is white space that's dedicated for machines. Huge chilling banks, backup generators. It's basically sheltering the machines built to service other machines. So again, machines talking to machines, and we creating a non-human environment for that. And in the grey space is the back of the house. Also, racks of servers, mainframes, all of that. And it's very uncomfortable for humans to work in this environment. It's very noisy, it's very hot, and it's just not pleasant to be able to do that. So I think we should start thinking a little bit there. Switzerland has. They've created an alternative to big tech, and they are building more sustainable centers where that energy, all that heat that's generated, goes into households, and there's a parcel from that as well. So